Hi, everybody. Welcome to kdmoonchild's world. I'm Katie, and this is Saturday Solutions. This is card reading. We come together and talk about not just the problems that are going on right now, which, oh my goodness. Anyway, it's a place we come to take a brief look at what may be an issue and then find the solutions for it all. This whole point of this reading is to give you the strength that you need to go through the coming days ahead. And that days, however many days those are, as long as this reading pertains to you. So, if you're ready, this reading, as always, is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing here is said to be written in stone, to be followed as a life manual. It is just a suggestion. It is, like I said, intended to be something that's to give you a pat on the back and give you the strength to go through the week. But it is also for entertainment purposes only. Let's have some fun, okay? You see before you very much cross. It is the chakra stones, and it is, pardon me, the 4 directions: north, south, east, and west. In the center, we have, with these 2 cards, here we have the map on how to get from a current situation, which is the sunset in the west, to where we want to be, which is the goal and the promise of a new day. How do we get from here to here? It is a process. You can't hop from one spot to the next. You got to travel there. We are all travelers through this school on this planet. So this is the map card. It's going to give us hints and directions on how to get there, but it's crossed by the awareness card. This is the awareness of the actual horizon. You know, especially if you're somewhere like, I don't know, where it's very flat for a long ways. It's the Great Plains, where it's for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles, it's flat. And you see that horizon line way out there, that's flat. So you kind of let your guard down, but the thing is, you don't realize that in that flatness, every once in a while, welcome to the South, you're got a dip, a valley, a ditch, a massive hole in the road. Yeah, this is the valley. This is our position to the south. And yes, it can be an obstacle card. Depends on what the card says. You know, there's a lot that can be in the ditch or in a valley. Up here, finally, we have the north. And in the north, it's the mountain. I don't know how you look at mountains on your horizon. To some people, they're an obstacle. Some people, it fences you in. If you're raised out in the Midwest, like I just mentioned, maybe you really like being able to see for miles and miles and miles. And some of us like to have the really tall snow-covered mountains around us to remind us of where we are. So yeah, mountains can be an obstacle too. So, I digress. Now, let's get this reading started, okay? Let's begin here in the future. In the future. This is today. This is the West. Oh, wow. Huh. I'm hearing from this card that we're in the flow. We're in the flow of life. But we seem to be bobbing up and down with our head under the water a lot, instead of being level and taking it all as it comes, whether it's head first or feet first, as you go in the flow. We're trying too hard to control the flow of the energies around us, rather than feeling them, absorbing what you can or what you choose, what serves you, and rejecting. If it is something that is not yours, this energy, if it is coming from an outside source that you reject and do not want in your life, spending a lot of time trying to do that from under the surface of the water. You can't do it from underneath. It's floating in the flow. How often do you see a leaf that falls out of the tree as it's going down the creek or a river? Even if it goes into a rapids and gets tossed around and under the surface of the water, it comes back up to the surface immediately. Be the leaf. It's bending and moving in the water. Stop trying to control and be the motor behind the flow. Stop. Flow is where you can't control it anyway. You can exhaust yourself. Oh yeah. Half of us are trying to energize the flow, and the other half of us are trying to grasp past it. It's like floating down a river with your arms and your legs outstretched completely. I also see something in this card that we have coming up this week that we do need to talk about, we do need to think about, we do need to prepare for. And that's, I'm sorry, I got distracted. That's the eclipse, the Ring of Fire eclipse that's coming up on the 14th. It's not unusual that the energy is going every direction. You can't control it, so stop it. Stop it. Let's hold this upright. When you're in flow, you're releasing back to the cosmos. When it's this way, it's like a rudder. See what I'm saying? Because it's even higher. This up here is even higher than the top of this point on her crown. So here we are in the flow, trying to control the flow. Hey, we're being shown by Gaia that when we mess with the flow of water that she has directed to go a particular way on this earth, it messes everything up. The dams on the water. Wow. So we're trying really hard to get in the flow, but we're all upside down about it. And this being a 2 card, it's about duality, it's about partnerships, it's about love, and it's about balance. You know how hard it is to balance a top on its point? Wow, I just dated myself. Do you young folks even know what a top is? You can't balance one on the point without spinning it. It'll fall over every time. Stay in the flow. That's where the balance is. Let it flow. Stop trying to be so controlling. That's where we are. Where do we want to be? We want to have confidence in our abilities. Wow, and this is a completion card. This is a 10 card. We want to have confidence in our magic. We want to be able to wield the sword appropriately and fairly in a balanced way. And here we're trying to balance ourselves on our little finger, because that's as much control as you have in flow, is to be able to balance all of you standing on your head on your little finger. You're not standing on your head, but you know what I'm saying? You're upside down balanced on your little finger. Here you're wielding the sword of confidence. Your light is so bright when you walk in the room, everyone feels it first, and then they notice you, and not the other way around. It's like light enters the room when you come in. That's where we want to be. So full of confidence that all the fear and division and negativity bounces off this sword that we wield so confidently. You know, this sword will slice through that water. Doesn't control it. If you need a place to stop for a while, use your sword. Find a place to rest. Can't find an eddy, use your sword to create one. Use it as an anchor. It's your confidence, it's your magic. It's what controls your life, your walk, your path, and your journey. Be confident in that. Know that what is going on right now is not easy, but there is another side. There is another side. And the other side is that confidence in your magic. How do we get there from grasping at ways to slow down the flow? So that's really what's going on over here. You're just trying to do everything you can to slow everything down. Good luck. Wow. We get the sacred pool once again. Interesting, we're talking about flow. Last time we had the sacred pool, it was talking about absorbing your energy from the horizon line, no matter how far away that horizon line is or how close it is, to energize your sacred pool, to get direction from said pool. Ah, yes, and here, your light is part of what is going to make the skies across this country on the 14th seem so interesting. You know, when you have an eclipse, it's really, really powerful. And this eclipse will not be able to be seen again all the way across the United States like this particular one until, I believe it was a 2039 or 2050. It's a long, long time. 20 or 30 years. I'm not an astrologer, so I hear those things. It clicks with me. Ooh, pay attention to that. But I can't recite it back to you. Does that make sense to you? I hope so. Anyway, the sacred pool. Use the sacred pool to rest. I'm hearing that too. It's your safe place. It's your body. Your body needs it. It restores your body. Yeah, it's a pool, not a pond. And even if it was a pond is full of life. Every single drop of water in a pond is full of life. It'll flow around you and through you, just like the flow of the air. Here we're talking specifically water. Water is cleansing. Water is energizing. Water is freeing. If you allow it to carry you away, then don't fight it. So what do we need to know? This awareness of the horizon, for this pool. Yeah, we're part of a community, but in that community, there are people who are there strictly to help you and guide you. You created this world, believe it or not. There's many soulmates in your life, just like there's many hearts in this card. It's the 5 card. It's interesting because it's about conflict, change, and instability. Sometimes our love can be so passionate that you can't pay attention to the dark clouds and the things, the darkness that may be behind you. And sometimes it gets so filled with passion that it burns itself out. Take the time to enjoy every minute of the now. That's your awareness lesson. Stop trying to be aware of the past or being aware of the future. You only have the confidence to wield this sword of confidence here. This magician's sword. This magical sword. If you can let everything go, even in some instances, a soulmate. Sometimes the best thing that you can do for a soulmate is to let them go. Sometimes by our hanging on, we hold them back from the joy and the destiny they were created for. Be aware of that. It's not saying break up with your partners. It's just saying that if you have a partner, you're in a relationship with someone, bring them into the sacred pool with you. Because that's where new beginnings are. They come from those waters. That is a pool of new beginnings. The 4 and the 7 are 11. Hello. New beginnings. I mean, that's a sacred number. So that's interesting. This line is saying, stay in the flow, get in the flow. Understand that what you're doing is floating in the sacred pool. Do not be afraid of the waters. Do not try to control them by standing on your head. Let go and let flow. Be a part of flow. Don't let it be something that's happening around you, not including you. Be a part of the flow. Don't just let it, be it. Wow, got that loud and clear. Okay, we need to know something about the valley down here. Pardon me, chakra stones. The openness card. The constellations are really, really bright, even though the moon is too. Does it usually happen that way? And look at this down here. Do you see very many stars shaped like stars in the sky? Man-made, possibly? Like a space station, maybe? This card is saying, it's really interesting how high up we gotta look. Don't worry about the valleys. Don't worry about the lowlands. Don't worry about the creeks and the rivers. Don't worry about the lakes. They will take care of themselves. As long as you are open to the understanding that you are directed and pulled by the power of the magnetics of the moon and the power it has on the water that is in you. You are a part of the sacred pool. This is why, set this down. You're a part of the sacred pool. That's why we keep getting this card, to get in the flow. This doesn't mean just, hey, let's go stand in the river. It means immerse yourself. Become a part of it. A part of flow. To the point where you have no doubt and you're absolutely confident in who you are, what you stand for, the people that you love, the people that you care for, and how it all serves you. And you serve them. That's being open. Open your heart. Your heart and mind must connect. You cannot do that if one or the other is closed. They both have to be open at the same time. Open your mind to concepts that, oh yeah, I didn't learn about that in school, and that's kind of like weird. Open your mind to things that you've never seen before. There's a lot to this world. Open your mind. Open your heart and think with your heart, not just your mind. Think with love, as though everyone is your soulmate. Because you never know when you're going to lose those who you care about around you. All kinds of things happen for people to leave your life. It's okay. Doesn't mean they're going to die, but it just means they move on. You know, wish them bon voyage and a great life. You want to hold them back, make them miserable just for you, do you? Be open. Stop closing down. Stop trying to control things. Be open. Just kind of see where things go. You might be surprised. You don't have to control everything. Now, here we are. Let's take a look at the mountain. Oh, how interesting. You never think about it with the mountain. You always think you got to get to the top of it or get around it or move the mountain, not take refuge within it. Hello? Find that opening, the cave. Find that enchanted place, that place where you can practice your magical confidence. So it will grow along with you. And in this, you will no longer want to feel the desire for control, because you're in reflection and you're in assessment. Just observe. Use discernment in your observations. What you see is for you and your benefit. It is not to change someone else's walk or to protect them from a possible heartache that you can see coming their way. You can't do that. You can't do that, because that heartache's going to come that way, one way or the other, because there's a lesson with it that person needs to learn. As much as we try to protect everybody that we love, sometimes it's not doing them a favor to do that. Am I correct? Yeah, okay. That's our mountain. Find the refuge in the grotto. It's cool. The temperature's usually the same year-round. If it's snowing, hey, in there, snow's going to blow in a little bit, but it's not going to blow in all the way. Take refuge. When things get hard, things get difficult, it's okay to take refuge. You don't always have to be that warrior moving the mountain or climbing to the top. Because understand that when you climb to the top, where else do you have to go? Down. So don't be in such a hurry to be such a great, wonderful success. Take the time that you need. Find refuge to charge in your sacred pool. Who knows, maybe your sacred pool is in that fern grotto. And then there's a whole nother description of horizon and your awareness of this horizon. See, there's a waterfall behind her. Can't see her very well because it's glaring on it. There's a waterfall behind her. Not just water at her feet. It's flowing all around her. And she's surrounded with air. So even though she's taken refuge in a secluded place that doesn't have much of a horizon line, she's immersed in flow. Interesting. And no idea today would be about flow. So obviously we have a chakra blocked. What is that chakra? What is the chakra that's blocked? Oh, you guys, here we are again. So our root chakra. And specifically, our physical body. You know, when our root chakra, you know, that's our base. There's one chakra below that. This chakra is at your feet. It's a brown chakra and it connects you to the earth. But the one that we are having an issue with is our root chakra. Which our root chakra is the center for your physical health, your home, your sense of stability, your survival, the material world, and it's the center for your grounding. How can you feel like you can control the flow of water or the flow of anything if you're not grounded first? Stop and think about that. When it's balanced, when your root chakra is balanced, you have physical vitality, you feel self-secure, you're trusting and patient, you're financially secure, and you're connected to nature. Because you have perseverance, you have a strong foundation, and you feel healthy and a sense of belonging. You know, we are a part of one great, big collective. You do belong. Whether you have that sense or feeling of it or not, you do belong. But when it's out of balance, when your root chakra is out of balance, you don't have any energy. It's been me again this week. You feel insecure. You have a fear of security and safety. It's like you're suspicious of it because it's been such a crazy ride. Yeah, I feel some physical weakness. Yeah, I've been stumbling lately. I'm afraid I'm going to fall. I don't know why. And then little things make me angry really quick. I don't know about you guys. And payday was last week. And I micromanaged my bank account so closely that when everything was paid, I could breathe. When I knew, I took my time when I paid everything to make sure it was all going to get paid and there was money left. Hello, that's exactly what happened. But no, there's always that what if game. Don't play that game. Don't play that game. Because that just makes you anxious. What if? What if? Oh no, but what if? Oh no, but what if? But what if? Makes you indecisive too. And because you're always afraid of what ifs, makes you greedy. Makes you selfish too. Makes you so focused on you and your needs only. Instead of taking care of you the best you can so that you can help other people, you take care of you the best you can so that you can have an easier life. Basically, you have to lunch with reality. It doesn't work that way. It just does not work that way. So the crystals that you can carry on you are with you. I love it. Remove this card. Since we're talking about this particular chakra, that's red jasper. It's one of the stones that you can use to fine-tune this particular chakra. This is your base. Jet, black tourmaline, and onyx also work for this chakra. Now, there's some affirmations I'm going to give you, as usual. We're going to do Nikola Tesla's 369. Say them three times in the morning, 6 times midday, 9 times when you retire at night, at the end of your night, whenever you consider that to be. I feel safe and secure. I'm grounded and stable. I trust myself. I have everything I need. My physical needs are abundantly met. Say that to yourself, and if you need to, you can always pause, stop, write it down. I highly recommend that you do that. It'll help you change your perception, your frame of mind. Okay. Wow. Over here, we have a healing message. Underneath the earth, move that out of the way, we have 2 healing messages. First one, . It's about sexual energy. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of what's going on in politics and everything, sometimes it appears to me like a lot of frustrated sexual energy. Like there's a lot of frustrated people out there who have held themselves back from many pleasures, not just sex, just pleasure energy. If that was meant to be shut down, it wouldn't be so powerful. It wouldn't be the greatest gift we've been given as a part of this sacred pool we call our bodies, our physical bodies. Now, while you should be open to this energy, this card is also saying, practice discernment. Pay attention to where it's coming from. Show you this horse. The hieroglyphics around him. The symbols. Pay attention to what's coming from outside sources. Use your discernment just the same as you would if you were having sex for the first time. With a new partner. No, having sex for the first time with an old partner. I'm sorry. Odd mood today, wouldn't you say, folks? Anyway, Spirit is telling us to be careful of the company you keep and where you place your energy. And if you use sexual energy to charge your tools, make sure you are charged before. Make sure there's enough energy in you to charge those tools and not just muddy the water. That's the first message. Now the second message, this is healing now, this healing message, is perception. Yes. Pay attention to your perception of things. When you see something that doesn't make sense, ask yourself why. Or something that's wacky, crazy does make sense, ask yourself why. You know, some people put down college education. Having a lot of education, if nothing else, teaches you to ask why, how. If you can learn the how, you get the why. We live in a world that's filled with duality, the yin and the yang, in this card. But also in this card, wow, there's the possibility, instead of being such a separated place of black and white, of mixing together the green and the blue to make turquoise. It's all in your perception. Do you want to keep this a separated, divided world? Everybody in their place, nobody getting out of their place? Or do you want it to become a blended and balanced society where everyone has the same opportunities? Together we will thrive. It is when you climb the ladder to success, it is in bringing others with you that makes your true measure of success complete. Thank you, Spirit. So don't be afraid to become the hybrid or the blending. And on that note, there's a message over here from our guardians in the cosmos. They're watching very closely. What do they have to tell us? Please. Lemuria deck. Ooh. You and your life force energy is the flow. And until you really actually realize that you're a part of the dolphin as well as the orchid, as well as any crystal alongside the pool. See, she's in that pool again. It's sacred pool. And if you think about it, the ground under a penguin's feet is not really ground. It's frozen water. There's water oriented in every single one of these cards, even the moon card. Fog, mist, this light back here. Anyway, our life force energy. I'm going to put that right there for now, because I'm going to look it up in the book. There's so much to these cards. I love, love, love these cards. This card is all about energy, mana, Aina, the rainbow spectrum, bright white light, Reiki, celebrating life, God force, optimal health, being vibrantly alive, thriving nature, conscious consumption, Eden, the body as a temple, bringing earth into balance, cell rejuvenation, and the love of the land. That is all life force energy. It is time for celebration, revel in the bliss of being alive. This is an incredibly healing card, packed with luminous life force energy for optimal health and healing. It reminds you to seek joy and upliftment in everything you do as much as possible. Consider foods you eat, the environment you spend your time in, the people in your life, and even the things you wear. Increase your awareness of your journey, how they came to be in your world and their energetic resonance. Are they alive and vibrant? They may also be inspired to work, you may also be inspired to work with healing energies such as Reiki, or with the land, perhaps to grow vegetables, or both. You are encouraged to joyously make your life a piece of Eden. As a result, you will shine with vitality. The confidence, that's you shining with your vitality. That is your life force energy. Over here, you're trying to control it. Be open. Let it flow. It is your life force energy. It must flow. Do not dam it up and stop it up. It has to flow. Your life force energy. Sorry, knock over this. Ah, fun grotto lady. She's quite lovely, isn't she? Wow. You want peace and vitality. You want to be able to walk in a room and have people feel you before you even enter, because of the light and the warmth and the joy that you give off. It's your life force energy. Don't hold it back. Open it up and let it go to everything and anything around you. The rewards, I promise, will be amazing. One thing you'll start to notice, nature will be more open to being around you. Little sparrows may want to come right up and maybe pick at your shoelace. You never know. Changing your perception of life is everything. But you can't change your perception of things unless you find a quiet place, a place of refuge, and maybe even a place out of the flow for a little while. And that's all okay. Because we're connected. We've got you. We've got you. It's like you've got us. Hang in there. If you need to take a moment, take it. If you need to take 10 moments, take it. However much time you need, don't feel guilty about taking it. Please. We need you to be strong in your confidence, in your magic, wielding your sword of truth. So little bunny, you sweet little white lovely fluff. What do we get from the therapists today? Today's a brand new day and you are a brand new you. Good luck. Yes, I couldn't agree more. We'll put this down on top of here. I couldn't agree with that more. Today is a brand new day and you're a brand new you. Good luck. Go at it. It's an adventure. See if you can find that fern grotto. Get in nature, and when you do find it, ground yourself, ground your body. Take your shoes off, put your feet in the soil, whether it's dry or wet, whether it has stuff growing in it or not. I thank you all for being here. Thank you so, so much. If you like this reading, please choose to come back, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and on your way out, please hit the like button if you like what I said. You could share it. And then with that, I thank you very much. Do not forget to come back on Wednesday, not to this channel, but to Wolf Girl Oracle's channel for part 1 of a series. Between the two of us this week, we're going to be having a discussion on the same topic. A very good topic for everyone, for you all to learn. So part 1 will be on her channel. It will be the concept. Part 2 will be on my channel in a couple of weeks, and that will be the actions that you can take. So until then, well, we got some Saturdays in between, and I'm going to be doing a reading on this wonderful moon. I'm sorry, this wonderful eclipse. Just did the moon one. Yeah, I'm a little confused. I don't know about you all. This energy, I'm a little thrown. But it's coming back. It's all good. I love you guys. Be kind to one another, even if they don't want to be kind to you and they don't want to work with you, just because of who you are and what you stand for. Doesn't mean that you have to be the same way back to them. Practice discernment. Know when to get involved. If you don't practice discernment, you get involved into things you have no business being involved in times that will totally drain you. So be kind to yourself. We need you. We need you and this light and this confidence and your sword of truth. Thank you very much. I thank you. Bye-bye now.